My beautiful black men, do not be afraid to fail. Let that sit for a moment. Do not be afraid to fail. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is not proof that you weren't capable, and it's not a verdict on who you are. Failure is a part of becoming. Some of you were taught early to fear failure. You were taught that mistakes were dangerous, that getting it wrong could cost you respect, that you had to be twice as careful, twice as prepared, twice as perfect. So failing didn't just feel uncomfortable, it felt unsafe. But hear me clearly, my beautiful black men. Fear of failure will keep you smaller than failure ever could. Fear of failure will keep you smaller than failure ever could. Let that sit. Failure is not the moment things fall apart. Often it's the moment something honest is revealed. It shows you what worked and what didn't. It shows you where you need support. It shows you where you need structure. It shows you where you need patience. Failure is information. Failure is information, and information is power. My beautiful black men, most people don't fail because they aren't capable. They failed because they stopped trying. Because they let the fear convince them that it was better to stay where it's familiar than to risk being and seeing and learning. But remember, growth does not happen in safety, in comfort. It happens in motion. It happens in movement. Every skill you admire requires someone to be bad at it at first. Every confident man you respect had seasons of doubt. Every leader you looked up to failed quietly and sometimes publicly before they found their footing. Failure is not an exception to the journey. It is a part of the curriculum. Fear of failure often sounds like wisdom. It says things like, wait until you're ready. Don't embarrass yourself. What if it doesn't work? But wisdom asks a different question. What if it does? And even more important, what if you grow either way? Failure does not mean you lack discipline. It does not mean you lack intelligence. It does not mean you lack worth. It means that you were brave enough to try. And bravery is not loud confidence. It is action taken despite uncertainty. Let me say this to you, my beautiful black men. You are allowed to be a beginner. You are allowed to get it wrong. You are allowed to learn out loud. You don't need to arrive perfect to be respected. You need to be honest and consistent. Some of you are holding back because you don't want to fail publicly. But hiding does not protect you. It only delays your becoming. And perfection is not the goal. Progress is. Failure teaches you resilience. It shows you that you can survive discomfort, that disappointment won't destroy you, that you can adjust, refine, and return stronger. Every failure you survive expands your capacity. Every time you stood back, you prove how important you are, that you are not fragile. Fear of failure often comes from tying your worth to your outcome, but your worth is not up for negotiation. You were valuable before you tried. You were valuable when you struggled, and you are valuable even if you fail again. Your humanity is not conditional. If it feels right, repeat these affirmations. I release failure of fear. I allow myself to learn. I trust my ability to recover and grow. Failure does not define me. I am brave enough to keep going. My beautiful black men, failure does not mean you should stop. It means you pause, assess, and adjust. It means you gather wisdom. You refine your approach. It means you return with more clarity than before. That is how mastery is built. Some of you are one decision away from a life that feels more aligned, but fear has been holding the pen. It's been holding you back. Fear says, don't try. But growth whispers, try anyway. And trust me, you will regret the changes you didn't take longer than the failures you survived. Wherever you are right now, take one deep breath. You don't need to know every step. You don't need a guarantee to succeed. You just need courage. Courage to begin, courage to fail, courage to learn, courage to continue. My beautiful black men, do not be afraid to fail. Be afraid of never discovering what you are capable of becoming. Let that sit. Be afraid of never discovering what you are capable of becoming.